Hey everyone, welcome to Always Working for God, where I'm sharing Jesus all around the world. Today in this video, we will be discussing the Bible in 5 minutes, where you or someone else may have a question that you cannot answer, and all the answers are in the Bible. All the answers are in the Bible. So the question of today is, who is an enemy of God? Who is an enemy of God? Let's go to the book of James, chapter 4, verse 4. And it says, Ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with God? Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is the enemy of God. So in this verse, God is saying that those who choose the world over God is an enemy of God. He calls us who like to cheat on him adulterers and adulteresses. And when I say cheat on him, when God created Adam and Eve walked with God, talked with God, stayed in the presence of God. They had everything. God supplied all their needs. They did not lack anything. Everything they needed, God gave to them. So they had a relationship with God. God created us to have a relationship with him, to do his will and not worry about anything, lacking anything, because God had everything for Adam and Eve. But because they chose to cheat on him by seeking something other than God, by looking at grass that they thought was greener on the other side, when they thought that what God supplied for them was not enough, or wanted something better than what God had for them, they cheated on God because they went outside their relationship with God. So, because of that, they were an adulterer and an adulteress. And that is what God calls us, because we choose to not listen to him. We choose to not have him in our life. We choose to have a relationship with the world, fulfilling the lust of our flesh, fulfilling the lust of our eyes, chasing other people and other things instead of chasing God, instead of having a relationship with God, instead of turning away from the things of the world, giving up things that please our flesh. We choose to not want to be in a relationship with God because we want to stay in our sins, because we want to waddle in our sin because it feels good. We don't want to be exposed, because Jesus is the light. He will expose our sin. And people who want to live in darkness would rather live in darkness, because that's where they do their deeds, their dirty deeds, in darkness. And they don't want to come into the light because they don't want to be exposed. Those are the enemies of God. And that is who we are when we choose not to be in a relationship with God. I was an enemy of God for most of my life. So the answer to the question is, who is an enemy of God? They are those who choose to follow the world, to be a part of the world, instead of being in a relationship with God.